Yeah, man, he's looking really, really good. I'm definitely a little bit crazy, and I'm definitely a little bit scared. You know, this is the toughest fight I've had to date against the most experienced opponent.
Makes me feel that I have to perform. That gives me all the inspiration. Let me know, boy, you better perform tonight.
YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul says that he is scared of facing Iron Mike in the ring, which may be his toughest fight yet. In a recent interview with TalkSport, Mike Tyson shared his motivation behind facing Jake Paul. He said that no other person in boxing history can fight at 58 years of age in front of millions of people and still sell out entire stadiums.
And that leads me on nicely to ask you that question as to why we're here now, because we're back. I mean, I'm talking about a fight that is nearly 40 years ago, Mike.
All right, check this out. Know why we're here now?
Go for it.
58. I'm going to fight in the biggest arena ever, and it's going to be sold out, and who else can do that?
MMA star Nate Diaz has previously fought and lost to the Disney kid Jake Paul, and he said that he is with Mike Tyson all the way.
Hey. Real quick, everyone wants to know your take, man. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, who you got?
No, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson all day, you're the man.
Jake Paul's longtime hater and former MMA fighter Michael Bisping shunned Paul for taking on an old Mike Tyson. Bisping said that Jake has made a terrible move by going up against an opponent who has long been out of his prime.
This is a lose-lose situation. It's not Jake taking a risk. It's Jake being moronic. That's what this is, because if he beats Mike Tyson, God forbid he even knocks out Mike Tyson, that's just a move.
On the other hand, MMA champion Chuck Liddell shared that it's game over for Jake Paul if he ends up getting hit with one of Tyson's devastating knockout punches. Chuck highlighted Mike's strength even at 58 years of age.
Do you think Tyson has a chance? Jake, they're saying, is the favorite.
Yeah, if Tyson's taking a dive, it's the favorite. But if Tyson hits him, it's over. So, hey, by the way, last thing to go is power.
Interesting.
Last thing to go is power. He hits him, it's over.
So it doesn't matter.
Mike's still hitting. You see Mike's still hitting.
Furthermore, Nate Diaz wasn't happy that Jake is taking on Mike Tyson. He shared that Paul might just get knocked out by the baddest man on earth, or he may even lose an ear. Diaz pointed out that Jake is not a real fighter. Moreover, Mike Tyson isn't running out of fuel anytime soon, as he looks sharper and stronger than ever, given that he is close to 60 years of age. After watching Mike Tyson's recent training videos, fans and pros alike were shocked.
Yes, sir, that's the one.
Mike Tyson is scared of disappointing the fans that are cheering him on to win, so he shared that this chance was given to him in the form of a responsibility. While talking about his training, Tyson shared that it hasn't changed much ever since he fought in his prime. The only difference is that he gets more massages now.
I have to perform. That gives me all the inspiration. Let me know, boy, you better perform tonight. It's time to perform.
How has training changed from the young Mike Tyson to the guy that he stood right in front of me ready to perform on November the 15th?
They haven't changed too much. Only thing that I get more massages now.
Meanwhile, UFC CEO Dana White shared his most recent thoughts on the Mike vs. Jake bout. White said that Mike gets mad every time he stops him from fighting a younger opponent. Dana expressed concerns for Tyson at his age and doesn't like the fact that an old, sick man has to fight an opponent who is 31 years younger than him.
Have you spoken to him about this one?
He gets mad when I do this, but Mike's 60, man. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Who gives a shit what I think? It's not my fight. I love Mike Tyson, you know, personally as a friend, and he's one of my favorite athletes of all time. I don't know. Let's see what he can go in there and put together a training camp and come in, and you know, I don't like to see guys fighting it. Be a 31-year age difference.
Former UFC fighter Jorge Masvidal didn't reveal any comments for the Jake vs. Mike fight and said that there are a lot of unknowns in this fight. Jorge expressed worry for Mike Tyson because of his tremendous age, but refused to share any verdict ahead of their bout.
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man, about that fight. It's just so hard to call it. You know, I don't know Mike's, he's 60 years old, right? Something like that. Like, damn, that's an old dude, bro. You know, and I'm not trying to rank on Jake, because if you're getting the bag for it, You know, what could you do? It's just, I heard it's with 16 ounces, then I heard it's not with I don't know, there's so many things going on with it. I don't know what to say if it's an exhibition.
Moreover, Nate Diaz recently changed his comments about the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson bout and said that he will watch the fight play out. Furthermore, Nate started describing the real reason for his own failure against Jake Paul, even though the interviewer never asked him to.
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight, just as a fan.
I like it. I think it's cool. I think Mike Tyson all the way. Like I said about Paul, I wasn't even. That was the biggest I ever been, and the fucking laziest I ever was, and it was hard. It was hard. He wasn't very scary, so it was not hard to even give a about. And I still think I won. I still think I lost two rounds out of the whole fight.
Oh, you got the guillotine as well.
Yeah, and then it was real. It's a done deal, easy.
Furthermore, Dana White commented that it's really great Netflix is showing more interest in sports and boxing, and they should have done that many years ago. White shared that Netflix is in more homes than any other entertainment company out there.
It is on Netflix, which is a new development, right? Them getting into live sports. Obviously, you have a TV deal coming up soon.
I think that Netflix should have gotten into live sports years ago. I think they're late to the game, but they are a force. They're a force, man. And when you look at the amount of homes that they're in worldwide.
Meanwhile, Jake Paul said that Mike Tyson will be one of his toughest opponents yet and expressed his fear ahead of the fierce matchup. Paul further commented that Mike has been training really hard and dropping opponents like flies in his sparring sessions. Jake shared that he plans on outboxing the famous legend in an attempt to subdue his aggressive style.
Yeah, man, he's looking really, really good. I'm definitely a little bit crazy, and I'm definitely a little bit scared. You know, this is the toughest fight I've had to date against the most experienced opponent. It's at heavyweight, and Tyson's dropping people in sparring. He looks the best shape and the strongest he's ever been is what his coaches are saying. And so I know on November 15th, it's going to be a war, but I just plan on outboxing him and showing the world what I'm capable of and coming alive in the moment and knocking out one of the best to ever do it.
Furthermore, Jake Paul expressed his excitement to face a legend like Mike Tyson. It almost feels like a dream come true for Jake Paul to go up against one of the best people in the history of boxing like Mike Tyson or even Muhammad Ali. Paul shared that close to 700 million people would be watching the fight live on Netflix, with a great number tuning in live from Texas as well.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are, wondering, Jake, why are you doing this? Like, even if you beat him, they're going to say, oh, he was old or whatever. But to me, Mike Tyson wanted to fight me. That is an honor. He's one of the most famous boxers in the world to ever do it. Him, Muhammad Ali. And to step in there with someone of his nature is an honor. It's a dream come true. And it's going to be a spectacle on Netflix. 700 million people, Dallas, Texas, AT&T Stadium.
Former boxing superstar Manny Pacquiao was surprised to hear the news about Mike Tyson going up against Jake Paul. Manny expressed his doubts for the matchup and said that Paul will definitely lose to the great Iron Mike.
Manny, what do you think of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson? That fight just got announced, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
They're going to fight, huh?
Yeah, they're going to fight. Do you think Jake Paul can beat Mike Tyson?
I don't think so.
MMA fighter and a dear friend of Jake Paul's, Sean O'Malley, said that there is no way that his buddy can lose against an old and withered Mike Tyson. Sean shared that Jake has been training continuously since 5 years, and the fight may not end well for Iron Mike. O'Malley expressed doubts that Tyson can take on a younger opponent at his age.
There's limits to what you can do when his body's been through it. You can't count him out. I just feel like Jake's too locked in, too in it, been in it too long. With in the last 5 years, who's been in it more? I think that matters. And what is he, 30 years younger? I just don't see this ending well for Uncle Mike Tyson.
Think Jake's got the speed factor?
Speed, power. Even at this point, Jake's not a little guy. Jake's a big fella. He's just getting locked in. I think the rule set will play a role. Is it 2 minutes? Is it 4 rounds? Is it, what is it going to be?
Furthermore, Jake Paul gave Mike Tyson a brutal warning when he said that he will beat the legend and become the new face of boxing on November 15th. A lot of people undermine Jake Paul's abilities because he is the smiley content creator and he likes to have fun. Paul, on the other hand, shared that he is a real killer and the people will know that when he goes up against Mike Tyson.
Yeah, 1000%. You know, people just think I'm this nice, crazy, smiley social media content creator. I like to have fun. You know, I've always been the class clown, but I'm a killer. This is what I was bred to do. This is my destiny. On November 15th, I will stop him and become the face of boxing.
Heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk was shocked to see the drama between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson unfold, so he came up with his own reaction.
What did you call me?
I didn't call you anything.
Mike will be put to sleep, and he will feel my power, and I will go down as the man who put Tyson to sleep for the last time.
What?
Professional boxer David Benavidez gave a shout out to Jake Paul for fighting Mike Tyson and said that Jake has the strength and youth to become a great boxer. However, Benavidez didn't count out Mike Tyson because Tyson is still Mike Tyson even at 58 years of age.
You recently stepped in the ring with Jake Paul. You guys seem to be buddy-buddy, man. What do you think it's going to take for that guy to beat a Mike Tyson?
I think Jake Paul, shout out to Jake Paul. He's a great guy. He's very dedicated to the sport. So I think he knows what it takes to beat Mike Tyson. But Mike Tyson's always Mike Tyson. Like you said, people don't have a plan until they get punched in the face. So when Mike Tyson does that, I don't know.
On the other hand, Mike Tyson shared one of his best moments in boxing where he knocked out his opponents faster than anyone ever did.
We as fans always debate, this was his best performance, this was his best knockout, this was this was that. I want it from you. I want to know from you, what was the best in-ring moment that you've experienced?
There's a couple of them. Michael Spinks was a good one, and Pinklin Thomas was another good one, because I hit him with like 18 unanswered blows before he went down. That was amazing that he took all those punches. Hey, I had quite a few great nights.
In addition, Mike Tyson shared that Jake Paul is a good little fighter, but he only has 10 professional fights, and that makes him an amateur. Mike Tyson predicted how the fight might go around when he said that Jake Paul would be running and he may have to catch him and slaughter him right then and there.
He's a good little fighter, you know, but he only has 10 fights. That's considered an amateur in our field.
A novice boxer, absolutely. And with that in mind, I mean, you are famous for saying that everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. What are you anticipating when you punch this young man in the mouth?
See him running around, I have to catch him and slaughter him.
Mike Tyson has no fear of Jake Paul ahead of their fight and shared that if anyone steps into the ring against him, then they have a problem with Iron Mike. Tyson even commented that if his mother steps into the ring with him, then they have a huge problem that they need to sort out.
Oh no, because he stepped into the ring. If my mother stepped into the ring, she has a problem with me. You know, whoever's in that ring, they have a problem. Don't go in the ring if you don't want that problem.
American wrestler Cody Rhodes was on Jake Paul's side with his prediction and said that a lot of individuals may count out Jake Paul, but he has the best professionals with the best equipment training him for fights. Rhodes stated that there is no way people will get to witness the legendary Mike Tyson knockout against a stronger opponent like Paul.
That's a tricky one. I mean, I think everyone, when it comes to a Mike Tyson fight, even today, want to see this big legendary Mike Tyson knockout, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul have a wonderful gym, Problem Child Gym down there in Puerto Rico, where I once got to visit, and I was blown away by, they have every modern training thing you could possibly think of, surrounded by the best professionals. And I know you see them in all these social and these influence videos and all this different content creation. They have such an arrogance and such a bravado, but if you've ever met either of the Pauls, they seem to be the most disciplined guys in the room. So as much as I love Mike Tyson, I think that's Jake Paul all the way.
Do you think Mike Tyson can defeat the YouTuber turned boxer? Will Mike's speed and agility be enough to keep up with Jake? We would love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments section below and subscribe for more content like this.